how was training for you guys this morning? What'd you guys get done just in the weight room and
Yeah, we were in the weight room training in Coquitlam with Air Raid Academy. We were with like Josiah Joseph, a couple guys from the Dinos and stuff. But yeah, it was upper body lifts. So we did bench press, we did rows, and then we did some what else did we do after? We did something we called 40s, which is kind of like we do like the Arnold press, we do curls, and then we do shoulders. It's basically strictly upper body. Today wasn't too crazy. It was more of like a maintenance, just kind of keep the body feeling good, but strictly upper body for sure.
Nice. What you said you had some therapy going on as well this morning?
Yeah, I was just doing a little maintenance. Just had some acupuncture and some IFT. But yeah, just keeping the body healthy, getting ready for camp, and yeah, just getting ready to go.
Awesome. So you guys are obviously two of the most highly covered prospects for tomorrow's draft. How are you guys feeling about the draft tomorrow?
Yeah, we're excited. It's been a long time coming. So, I mean, we've been playing the sport for about 16, 17 years now. So, I mean, this moment we've been preparing for this whole time. So, yeah, a bit of excitement, a little bit a little anxious, just kind of to see where we're going to end up. I mean, a few of the mock drafts have had us being in the West Coast, so that'd be cool because we're just from here and stuff. But yeah, just a few emotions mixed together. So I think tomorrow is going to be a little bit of a roller coaster of emotions, but I'm just excited and just been waiting for this day. What Tyson said, the same. Definitely kind of just want to get it over with too, though. Just get ready for camp and then go actually show people what we can do versus just hearing it and all the interviews and stuff like that. So yeah, a little anxious, but ready to go.
Definitely. How do you guys feel about the potential that you guys could actually be split up for the first time in your guys' career?
I think we're pushing for that versus more a lot of the teams and like these articles coming out that kind of trying to get us to stay together. We definitely have played on the same team. I think there's only one team in our 17, 18 year football career that we've not played on the same team. So we want to play on separate teams and be able to go out there and look across the field and see each other and see who's going to outwork each other and battle for that CFL Rookie of the Year because we both have that marked off on our checklist and our goals. So definitely, I think we want to be on separate teams. Talking to a lot of the teams, they don't think that there's really a chance that we get on the same team unless there's a big trade or something before the draft. So we're ready, and we kind of know that we're not going to be on the same team. So that's how we feel. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same thing as Jalen said. I mean, yeah, we've been on the same team for so long that kind of excited to make our own paths for each of us. And yeah, I mean, we're gonna coming in as the rookie Canadian receivers. We'd technically probably be battling for that one job. So yeah, it'd be cool to say we both get on the starting lineup right away and play against each other. And we saw BC Calgary's the first preseason game. So I mean, the mock drills have had us going there, so that'd be pretty cool too.
Definitely. How do you guys feel about playing on the same team for as long as you guys have? You guys obviously probably have a brotherly rivalry going on. You guys push each other and you guys really light a fire under each other to be able to be your best when you're on the field. How are you guys thinking that you're going to go about doing that for yourself now if you are split up on different rosters?
Yeah, we've had that question a few times, and like I've thought on it too. I mean, I'll definitely we have FaceTime, all that communication. Like just when Jalen was down in Texas and I wasn't down there, just communicating on that part. But I think we both are just like such competitive guys, regardless of if it's Jalen I'm competing against or if it's just another teammate. I think I mean, I work my hardest always. I feel like that's one of my biggest strengths is just putting my best foot forward always, and at any point I'll always compete. So yeah, I think it won't matter who really I'm competing against, but yeah, just being at my best and making sure I bring my best every day is all I can do. Yeah, exactly what you said. And then, but I also do think that that's helped us get to where we at right now for sure is our competitiveness between each other, playing on the same teams, just knowing that say a game he goes off, I definitely have in the back of my head, like, I want to do better the next game. So just that competitive rivalry is definitely something that's got us to where we are now. And then it'll just carry on into the league, and just checking the stats every week and seeing who's doing better, because I know the media will be all over that. So it'll be a good story. So we'll still have that competitive edge, just knowing that we play the same position. So whose stats are better will be that's our competition now.
Yeah.
Tyson, you mentioned Jalen's time down in Texas for the International Bowl. And if I'm not mistaken, Jalen, you actually won MVP of that game, did you not?
Yeah. So what Tyson was referring to was the CGS. Yeah, the CGS. It was like a showcase that I got invited. We both got invited to. It was in January this past year. And so I was down there, and unfortunately Tyson wasn't able to make the trip. But I got to go against a bunch of big Div 1 guys, and they had a bunch of recruits from every NFL team were there. So so just talking NFL teams, talking CFL teams for the first time, that was awesome. But yeah, when I was in Texas in the International Bowl, playing with Team Canada in 2017, I think it was, I was able to win MVP of that game and have a really good game against Team USA. So we're undefeated so far against Team USA, which is something that I keep close with me, and it's a little bit of some motivation. But yeah, those have all been just great experiences for me and just helped me get to where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Awesome. You mentioned also you're undefeated against Team USA. One of those games was in Mexico City when you guys represented Team Canada. You guys won gold there, and in quite dominating fashion, actually. I think you guys had a point differential of like plus 55 throughout the entire tournament.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. How does an experience like that factor into the way that you approach playing the game today and into your career at Calgary? And just what was the overall experience for Team Canada like for you guys?
Yeah, no, huge. That's definitely that Team Canada in Mexico City is probably my biggest accomplishment. Winning gold was a lot of fun, and just being able to compete with all the best athletes around Canada, and then go head to head against the best athletes in the world. It was just such a cool experience. Team Canada, like the whole thing was put on very well, and like we were taken care of very well. And head coach Steve Samara is still very close to me, and I look at him as one of my best coaches I've ever had, and almost as family now. So the whole experience was just great, and it definitely prepped us for the university feeling with how we ran our meetings and how the film and all that kind of stuff went.
For sure.
So it kind of set that structure before we headed off to university. So yeah, I'm definitely very proud of what we were able to do. This guy got ejected. Jalen got ejected out of the gold medal game, unfortunately. But yeah, it was just being able to compete at the highest level, and like you said, a plus 55 differential just shows how good Canada really is at football, and just excited we were able to put it on the map.
Yeah, exactly what he said. It was huge. Give lots of thanks to Team Canada for that awesome tournament, and just the experiences that we were able to have. Lots of friendships too that we were able to create, and still really close with a lot of guys from the team. So that was huge. And yeah, just like what Tyson said, just the offensive side, we had down there, we had JP Aslan, who was the Carleton OC at the time. So we were running university plays on the university level. We watched film on university level, meetings, like he said. So that was all huge, and getting us prepped and ready for the CIS level, U Sports. And I definitely think that was a huge thing, and which helped us come in as rookies in our rookie year with Calgary and be able to start for them. Just being able to understand plays and just be able to watch film at that high of a level, just so we'd already done it. So yeah, Team Canada was huge for that, and definitely helped us.
Tyson, I want you to elaborate a little bit more on your relationship with Coach Samara. How big of a resource is he for you, and what are some main things that you've taken away with from your time with him?
Yeah, he's been huge. I reach out whenever I can if I have any kind of questions, football or just life related. And he's always there, always responded, and always just kind of given the best advice. Because he was still coaching at Carleton at that point. It came down to Calgary or Carleton for me, just of how great of a man he was, and just everything he did for us. So I just think Steve, he really connects with his players on a personal level first, before just being a coach. which it just helps out a lot with just recruiting and being able to really interact with your coach and have that kind of trust. So yeah, I think just Steve just done a great job as a man, as a coach, and just helped us out. He's actually coming to our draft party. I'm pretty sure if he can make it back from Florida. So yeah, just happy to have him and any coach that's really helped us in our life, and we're just very appreciative of all of it.
Absolutely. How much of an influence was your brother on you making the decision to go to Calgary with him instead of picking Carleton?
No influence actually. I committed to Calgary after or right before we headed down to Texas for the international bowl that was in Dallas. So I actually committed before Jalen. He was looking at Carleton and a little bit of UBC. So I don't think we had very much influence on each other. We were kind of, even at that point in our football career, ready to go separate ways if that's what happened. But just Calgary being the dominant passing school it is, and it being known for producing very good receivers. And there was a really good offensive coach at the time, Ryan Shahan, who really recruited us very well. So I think, yeah, just all of it accumulated together. And then, yeah, it just ended up being the best spot for us. And yeah, we're happy with the decision. And yeah.
What has been the biggest difference between the way that each of you approach a game? Do you guys have any like pregame rituals or superstitions, or any sort of ways that you guys prepare for games that is very different from each other's?
I mean, we're both like pretty locked in on game day, so we don't really talk too much or anything. And I don't know, we think we've really discussed that, but I'm definitely a guy that used to like the really upbeat music and kind of get you pumped up. But I've definitely kind of steered away from that now. I'm more of a relaxing, listen to songs that I know and just can kind of vibe to, not get too pumped up or juiced up before a game. So I'm not sure if you listen to.
Yeah, I'd say that's a difference then for sure, because I'm more on the meek mill. I like to be up and I like to get excited and stuff. I'd say that's a difference.
Yeah. But I have a couple like superstitions, like the wristbands that I wear, for example. In the 2018 rookie season, I had worn a wristband that I'd worn every game, and even Team Canada had worn it. And then our one playoff game, for some reason, I just decided not to wear it, and we ended up getting upset and losing that game. So ever since then, I've always been keep everything the same every game, wristbands, stuff like that. We go out before a game, and me and Tyson will throw together and stuff like that. We don't really switch that up, so that's something that we keep similar every game. And other than that, no, we just kind of, when we step on that field, we kind of know what we want to do, and it's always been that same kind of feeling. I'm just going out and dominating and just playing football and playing the sport that we love. So
yeah, I wouldn't say I have any superstitions. I'm pretty relaxed. I mean, I always have to listen to music if that could be my superstition.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a big music guy. Gets me in the right mood. I listen to the same playlist for every game as well. So I guess that could be my superstition. But other than that, I like to switch it up every game, different kind of look and style and that kind of stuff.
That's awesome. Yeah, I totally understand the whole music thing. Even at the gym, working out, doing all that sort of stuff, it's, you have to have headphones in, or else you just don't get that pump, right?
Not at all.
Locks you in too.
100%. With you guys being as busy as you are, training and rehabbing and your entire careers now, what do you guys do like in your spare time to sort of wind down and relax, and just in your personal lives? What do you guys like to do?
I mean, honestly, our spare time is just hanging out and watching football. I know it's kind of crazy to hear because we are always playing football, but I mean, we like to just break down film and just watch it, and watch how guys in the NFL and at the college level are running the routes and kind of just getting better day by day. So like we like to,
we're movie guys.
Yeah.
We like to just relax kind of at the house, watch movies, watch TV when we do get our downtime. I mean, always stretching, doing the little things. If we're not learning on the field, then it's mental games. So we definitely like to keep everything kind of in a schedule. And I mean, we relate a lot of stuff to football. play a little bit of Madden, a little bit of the PS5,
video games, I guess.
Still sports kind of rule our life right now. But yeah, I'd say just kind of relax, watch movies, stretch, do that kind of stuff. But yeah, right now we understand that football is our dedication right now, and for the next 10 years, it's what's going to get us paid and it's going to help us have a good life. So we're committed, and that's the only thing we're focused on right now.
When it comes to your guys' training routine as well, are you very do you have sort of routines that are given to you, or do you guys have routines that you've made up on your own? Like, is one day strictly dedicated to agility and stuff on the turf, and then another day is dedicated to the weight room? And do you guys have a favorite day of the week when it comes to training?
Yeah, that is how we do it. With being here in BC, we train with Air Raid Academy, or they're based out of Coquitlam. So we definitely are texting them every day, letting them know how we feel. So they give us kind of our training routine. They'll give us about a 2-week workout schedule. We are also down in California training with Robert Holland, who's an ex-CFL player, Javon Holland, who plays for the Miami Dolphins, rookie receiver.
Rookie
DB, sorry. They're training facilities called the Program. So we were down there training with them. So between the two of them, we get training schedules from them. But yeah, definitely for me, I've never been a big bodybuilder kind of like heavyweight guy. I've definitely been a cardio. So I love running on the track. So I'd say probably like the track is one of my favorite workouts, just getting out there and just sprinting and running. If I'm in the gym, it'll be more of like a lower body or just moving weights, power cleaning, snatching, stuff like that. I think we're pretty similar on that.
Yeah. I'm definitely a cardio guy too. I like to stay quick and do the agility stuff for sure. But we do get in the gym when we need to. But like right now we're run and lift on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then we got field days on Thursday, and then we're just strictly in the gym on Tuesday. Yeah. But yeah, it depends on like what is in the schedule. Like because camp is coming up, we don't want to beat the bodies down too much. So we're kind of just staying light, doing some stuff on the bike, doing some stuff on the wind bike as well. Just kind of staying off the legs, but just making sure our cardio and getting our heart up is just the main things, and just being ready for camp.
Yep.
What does a field day look for you guys? Is it just route running? You go through the route tree, or are you out there actually running plays? Like,
so usually it's mandatory, just warm up, stretch. That's the biggest thing for us, is just mobility at the start. So a good 45, 30 minutes of just stretching and getting the bodies warm. Then we'll start with just some release work, some top of the route stuff, some cone stuff just before we get into the full routes. But then once we get into the full routes, we're big on just making sure, instead of doing all the extra stuff, we just make sure we run through the routes. We usually get a QB out there and go through each side at least 3 or 4 times of each route. Just going through it, the whole thing. We'll talk about it too. We do a little skelly session as well, usually closer to the end, get some DBs out there and do some 2-on-3 stuff. So then we can work, like you're saying, we can work some formation stuff and some concept routes. And yeah, just being at Calgary for 4 years, we both know the playbook inside out. So we get some hand signals going out there and communicate on that kind of level. So yeah, it's good. It's always good work, and just keeping up with it is the biggest thing.
Tyson, you're more of a wideout, and Jalen, you're more of a slot kind of guy, right? Do you guys ever switch and practice each other's positions as well? Do you put a primary focus on learning both, or are you pretty dead set on where you guys are?
No, yeah, we both play both for sure.
Yeah.
I definitely coming into playing Team Canada stuff. I was a running back, so coming into university, I kind of made the switch to the slot position, but that was just kind of based on where needs were. They needed a guy to come in the slot and fill in the slot, so I just said sure, I'll come in. But I honestly really like lining up on the line as a wideout too, where Tyson plays. I love coming off the line, working my releases, and that's the more American kind of position in the Canadian game, is that boundary wideout. So we both practice that for sure. He comes in the slot. In Calgary, we had a couple formations where we'd rotate us, or we'd bring us both into the slot. on the same side and kind of just throw wrenches at teams and make them think a little bit. So we're both very versatile and can play anywhere on the field. I'm even talking to some CFL teams about coming in the backfield and taking some handoffs. So
yeah, I'm more comfortable definitely at the wideout position. Just being there for the last 10 to 11 years because I've always been a receiver. Jalen kind of the running back background. So I'm definitely more comfortable off the line with that Canadian background and stuff like that. But yeah, I've heard from a lot of teams they'd like to see me in the slot a little bit more. So yeah, I'm definitely open to it, and I'm just excited to get used in any way I can. So
100%. This is probably a question you guys have gotten a few times now. How's your dad been an influence for you guys with his experience in the CFL and his just all of his experience? How has he helped you guys with like your mental approach to the game and also your physical approach to the game as well?
Yeah, so just because my dad retired in like 01, so we were too young to actually be able to see him play live, but being able to watch on the VHS of his highlights and playing for the BC Lions as a young kid was definitely very inspiring. I mean, he told us too, he put a football in our hand as soon as we were born. So just having that influence and just knowing what he was able to accomplish at such a high level and being able to play Division I football as well at Ole Miss was just goals that we always set for ourselves when we were younger. I mean, the D1 goal didn't work out, but we're happy with what we were able to accomplish at the Canadian level and kind of show the Canadian guys, the younger kids too, what as long as you work hard and they're going to come find you, it doesn't matter what level of football you play at. So yeah, just being able to learn from him at a young age. He was always our coach when we were younger, so he definitely didn't take it easy on us either. So kind of just instill the toughness and a hard working in both of us. But yeah, I have to give my mom though. My mom's the mentor for me. She's always been in the corner for just if I have to talk to her about anything. She's a big football fan too, so she can understand it all. So definitely give my mom the mentor for me, and they've both just been big influences for me. And I'm just excited for tomorrow and just be able to put smiles on their face and just know I was able to accomplish my goals. So just happy.
Yeah, everything he said. And also with my dad, it's been big just because a lot of the coaches that we talk to and stuff in the CFL are either ex-teammates or ex-coaches, or they just know him just because he played. So that's also been really big just because we can kind of connect on a personal note and kind of say a couple of jokes and stuff like that about my dad. And they ask about how my dad's been. So yeah, that's big. And yeah, just like everything he said, my dad's had some big footsteps to fill, and we're kind of creating our own path right now. But I think we've been doing pretty well at following his footsteps, and now it's just kind of time for us to create our own. And we're more than excited and we're ready to do that for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely. On the note of creating your own path and following in footsteps, what message would you guys send to kids that are younger than you that would try and follow in your path as they, you know, you guys start in, as you said, the goal was always D1, which is not necessarily the easiest thing to do when you come from Canada, BC especially. What message would you guys send to younger kids that have those same goals that are looking to follow in your footsteps?
Yeah, I think that's something that's really big too, because my whole mentality has definitely changed from when I was a young kid aspiring to go Div 1 and play at that level. I just think, you know, it's really cool for sure. That's something that you can tell everyone and your family, you're an alumni at a big D1 school. Like, that's really cool. But I mean, at the end of the day, professional football is professional football. So everyone's going to go to the same league, no matter where you started. So kind of the same thing with the draft. No matter where you get drafted, everyone's got to show up to camp on the same day and compete for the same jobs at the same. So you're all at the same level. So just do whatever you can to just continue to play football, get better, work hard. And even if you don't get that D1 shot, just continue to play football. And if you're good enough and if you have that drive, you'll be able to make it to whatever league you want to play in. So
yeah, piggybacking off Jalen, I would just say, if you don't get that D1 goal or whatever your goal is at the start, you just have to work hard. If football is your goal and your end game, you have to put in the work day in and day out. So I would just say, if you want to achieve your goals, you just got to keep working at it, regardless of what level you get put in. I mean, D1, sometimes the Canadians kind of get lost in the roster. So if you can go to a U Sports school and start right away, or make an impact right away, you're going to get found, regardless of where you're at. If you're a good enough athlete and you work hard enough at it, coaches will find you. So, and I think Trey Ford and Tyrell Ford and Deontay Knight, who got their NFL mini camps, are perfect examples of that too. U Sports is just on the rise, and Canadians are on the rise too. So, yeah, I don't think you need to go to a big name school or anything like that if your goal is to play professional football. So, like Jalen was saying, you got to step on the field the same day as everyone else. Those draft numbers go away, and it's the best man wins. So, just got to keep at it.
My last question for you guys now: what is your message to each other if you guys are split up tomorrow night? What would you tell each other moving forward? And when you're getting ready to see each other on the field, what's your message to each other?
I mean, yeah, I would tell Jalen just make sure he comes ready, because I know when I step on the pads, wherever I'm at, I'm gonna bring my best foot forward. So, and I expect to see him preseason game 1, regardless of where he is, making plays right away, because I know that's what I'm gonna do. So, I would just say he's got to come ready. I know he's going to, but just got to keep that in the back of his head.
Yep, same thing. We'll be friends off when the game's over, but when we're facing each other, it's going to be a battle. So we're ready for that.
Yeah. Yes,
I love that. You guys have a great mindset. You guys, I love hearing this stuff. I love it. You guys have a great mindset, and I think you guys are going to have a fantastic career in the CFL and hopefully further than that as well.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much for that.
No worries. No, thank you guys for your time. I really appreciate this. I know you guys have a very busy schedule, and good luck tomorrow. I hope you guys really, really enjoy this process, and
we will.
You guys are gonna have great careers.